Good afternoon, good to see you all. I'm here at the latest Yellowstone Private Investor Evening. I've got Chris Heminway with me. He's the Chief Executive of Time To Act, and he's just presented to a full room of private investors. I'm going to ask Chris a couple of questions. So Chris, can you tell us about your core division, Diffusion Alloys? How's that performing?
That's a good question. So what I think everyone should understand is that Diffusion Alloys is still, I would characterise it as a turnaround story. So we shut down the facility that Diffusion operated in Hatfield, said goodbye to £3 million worth of revenues and moved £500,000 worth of revenues to a new facility. And we're busy growing that £500,000 of revenues through 5 million into 10 million. And we're doing that through developing a whole host of new customers and new applications, as well as waiting on some very, very large contracts. Now, the biggest contract that we're waiting on at the moment is a £2.5 million contract to coat some parts for Johnson Matthey going into a blue hydrogen plant, one of the world's first blue hydrogen plant. And when that lands, that business is going to be absolutely full to the brim with work. So how is it going? It's still in turnaround stage, but it is going extremely well, both in terms of developing new customers and in terms of picking up the big customers, the big projects from the existing customers.
Okay, thank you. Turning to the second division, which you recently purchased out of administration, and that's metal treatment and engineering. Tell us a bit about it and why do you think you can turn that division around?
So MTE is a very similar business to Diffusion Alloys in the sense that it's a thermal processing business. So as I described to your room this afternoon, we take pieces of metal and we put them into furnaces and we cook them at high temperatures and know what happens in terms of degradation or the coatings that we want to apply. So that business fits with what we already have and what we know how to do. Why are we going to be able to turn it around? What we've done in the first month and a half of ownership is that we've raised prices by 30%. We've increased volumes with the existing core customers despite the 30% price increase. And we have brought on 2 significant new customers. And so that business is performing over the first month or month and a half extremely well beyond my expectations. The challenge is to make sure that we continue that through its first 12 trading months.
Great. Your last division, Greenspur.
Yep.
How should investors see that division?
So Greenspur is a disruptive technology. We've spent £5.6 million developing a new type of generator for the wind turbine industry, reinventing what Michael Faraday started inventing in 1831. That business is worth, within our current share price at the moment, clearly zero, has an intrinsic value of between 0 and gazillions of pounds. It's worth 0 if I can't do anything with it, if we cannot successfully commercialise that business. But given the scale of the opportunity, given the disruptive nature of the technology, I'm very confident that we're going to find routes forward, and that's really my core value creation task for the remainder of this year, is to get that into commercialisation.
Brilliant. You've given us a brief introduction to 3 of your divisions. You've been presenting this evening to, as I said, private investors and family offices at this private investor event organised by Yellowstone Advisory. Tell us a little bit about your experience. Has it been worth it? Have you enjoyed it? Brilliant.
So I always categorise the quality of a presentation or the reception of one of my presentations by the number of questions that I get asked. I had a great level of questions. I've had post-meeting, post-presentation questions as well, so there's a high degree of interest. So that really speaks to the quality of the people that you have here today, Alex.
Brilliant, and thank you very much for turning up, and we do hope to see you soon, and best of luck for the rest of the year. Thank you now.
Thank you. So.